Say hey, Yellow Jacket football fans. Welcome to the Coach Hal Lamb Show. First game of the season, 17-14 victory, and I'll give you credit, Coach. You kept the fans in their seats in the first string in.
Yeah, it was exciting, I
Yes,
guess
it
you'd
was.
say.
Yeah.
You know, I think we kept them in the game with our turnovers. But, you know, you got to give Douglas credit. I think they're a pretty good football team. I think they'll make a run in the playoffs for sure in AA.
Yes.
You know, if they stay healthy. You know,
Right.
They got some really big and strong offensive linemen. The quarterback is really, really good athlete. It's a good thing they can't throw the ball very well. We would
Yes,
have been
it
in
is.
trouble. But, you know, offensively we got some work to do, but I was really pleased with the way we handled the adversity because we could have easily lost that game tonight.
Yeah, a couple plays throughout the game turned out to be game-saving plays. The first one that comes to mind is Matthew Ralston's tackle on the last fumble of the game, where he tackles, he gets a face mask penalty, but gave up 15 yards instead of 6 points. I thought it was a good play.
Yeah, Matthew did make a good tackle there, but I think the play of the game to me was the catch Luke Jones made. You know,
Yes.
that kind of gave us some momentum to get that you know, to make it 17, to make it a two-score game. But, you know, we fought through it. It was a lot of stuff that happened that, you know, normally doesn't happen. You know, we fumbled 3 times and lost all 3 of them and threw an interception. Well, it turned out to be just as good as a punt. But,
Yes, it did.
you know, 4 turnovers is not what we're used to.
No, not at all. And as you said, Luke Mosley making on that streak down the left sideline, went up, high pointed the ball, and a simultaneous catch, and it goes to the offense regardless of what Douglas thought about it. But finally, the referees did get that call right. Defensively, we did a good job against a team that is very quick laterally and straight ahead. They're quick laterally defensively. Offensively, they got a stable of running backs.
Yeah, they're very athletic. You know, they're big and strong up front. I thought our defense played extremely well after the first series. You know, and again, it's hard to simulate game-type activity, and you know, it took us a while to get accustomed to that. But I thought they kept us in the game all night long. You know, because if it wasn't for our defense, you know, we would have lost the game. And our kicking game was solid. You know, we just didn't play very well offensively.
Aaron Hayes did a great job with directional punting away from the solo kick returner back there. Got some good bounces. He had 4 punts in the game. I had him down for 44, 37, 51, and 31. But the biggest thing was he always has hang time, but he was kicking it away from the guy so he couldn't run up and catch it and run back because they're dangerous running.
Well, Aaron's a year older. You know,
Yes,
he was just a sophomore last year, and you know, real pleased with the way he's punting the football. And you know, Eduardo kicked the ball on his kickoffs. They were excellent, and
Fooled him.
And then Elmer made us field goal and extra points. So, you know, we were solid in that area.
And we're starting to get back an injured player or two gradually because Zane McCracken was snapping, not on punts, but on field goals and extra points. And Tripp continues to do a good job snapping also.
Yeah, we're blessed with deep snappers. You know, Zane had back surgery, and right now he's just a short snapper, and hopefully in the future he can be a long snapper on our punts. But you know, they've done a good job, and you know, we still need to get some other guys back from the injury list, but that's going to be a while.
It'll come around eventually. We're going to take a time out and come back and look at the first half action. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show. Say hey, Yellow Jacket fans. Welcome back to the first half of the first regular season ball game. 90, 91 degrees at game time. Fortunately, humidity for us was only around 45%. The players were just drenched. First time I've ever seen you warm up without putting the shoulder pads on.
Yeah, we thought it was a good idea just because of how hot it was, and you know, I think the kids enjoyed it. But it was really, really humid and hot, and
Yeah.
at the beginning of the game, so we kind of took it easy during pregame.
Yeah, they came out and warmed up a long time with the pads on. I'm thinking, they're going to get hot. Coach Cofield was really fired up before the game. I love talking to this guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
And there's Riley singing the national anthem, and you don't get to hear this, but Coach, she knocked it out of the ballpark.
Yeah, those are things I don't really get to see it, but I did hear a little bit of it from the locker room.
Yeah, she got into it. A lot of emotion and sang really, really well. And captains for tonight's game are?
You got Bailey Lester, number 6, C.J. Fuller, 52, Zeke Nance, 33, and J.C. Fuller, 53.
I like this uniform. The wait is over. Calhoun football's back. And at times it seems like it's been a long time, and at other times it seems like it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I told the kids today in devotion time, I said, you know, it's hard to believe we're back at it. And, you know, it seemed like yesterday that we were getting ready for Cedar Grove.
Yeah. All righty, we won the coin toss, deferred to the second half, and Elmer Gutierrez is ready to put toe to leather. He has the whistle.
I thought he kicked off very well. This is Eduardo.
Eduardo Fajardo's doing the kickoff. I'm sorry. I'm just used to calling Elmer. He fooled their deep guys on 2 or 3 kicks. So good job, Eduardo. This is the Georgia Tech offense, and it's tough, the defense coach.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's really, really athletic, and he's he's probably, what, 6 foot, 185 pounds maybe.
Yes, right.
But they had us reeling there for a little bit. And I tell you, watching block up front, they're not really bad up front either.
They're not tall, but they've got some broad guys.
Yeah, they do.
Nice base. Yeah, and this is just almost like quarterback counter, fake one way, go out the back door, and he does a good job. He's a good running back. You did a nice job with the sun. You kept the shade on our side and the sun on the visitors.
I tell you, the field looks magnificent.
The field is marvelous. I mean, it's just the dark and light green alternating 5 yards is just fantastic. And I like the tan that you put around the end zone and the rest of the field.
Yep.
You did a good job designing, Coach.
Yeah, we got to, they had us reeling a little bit this first series, but I think we'll settle in and stop them here in just a second, I believe. They cause some problems with some of the stuff they do with the speed sweep and the court. When you got an athlete at quarterback like that, it really causes you problems.
Well, I have 2 or 3 running backs that we thought we had wrapped up, and they just pull out of the tackle. So they're doing a good job down there.
This is 4th down. They try to get us to jump off sides.
Yes. See, I was kind of surprised they punted here.
Yeah, I was too.
I thought, give it to the quarterback and let him do something. They line up and punt, and this passing and punting is not their game.
No.
You definitely won the special teams part of the game tonight. Braylon shows good aggressiveness and poise about coming up and fielding punts.
Yeah, I like, we're going to be able to do some things with Braylon back there because he's an athlete.
He's confident. Zach Fuller running over left tackle. Little big man squirming and fighting for those extra yards.
People really don't think that's, a good play, but you look at the chains over there and you get 5 yards, and we just got to catch that ball. That's an easy throw and easy catch. We just got to make that catch. Makes it 3rd down.
Yes.
This is a very good route by, no, they got a penalty here.
Yeah, did they say one of the receivers lined up off sides?
Yeah, I think Logan Parker lined up in the neutral zone.
I wasn't going to mention any names, Coach. Gavin dropped straight back, looking downfield, and a nice down and out to Brandon Spector. Boy, he drove that DB back.
Good throw, good catch.
Yeah, Brandon really.
Good protection also.
Yeah.
We got a tight end in the game. A little hard count, get them off sides.
Kind of hard to call Davis Allen a tight end when he's, 6'6", and got arms of a 6'10" guy. But he is a tight end.
Yep.
And you put him in the slot at times.
That's a good block by Davis.
Yes.
It's a good run by Zach. We get about 10 yards there.
Yes. 1st and 10 for the Jackets from their own 41-yard line. Yeah, Zach just does a good job squirming. We got John Talbert in at running back. He gets 2 yards. I'll tell you what, 14 comes downhill to hit.
14's a good football player. Number 4 is a good football player. They're really talented. Got motion here.
And they just come downhill, and that's number 14 laying the wood to us. And we coughed the ball up, and they're going to take over.
Yeah, we got to hold on to the football, that's for sure.
1st and 10 from our 41-yard line. Spinning like a little top out there, getting good yards. Down to our 38. Quarterback fakes to the opposite.
Motion by Davis and Bailey Lester and Owen Williams.
2 receivers to the left. Once we get in position. And then they got into a mode where they just couldn't get lined up. Thank goodness.
Yes.
Get your hands on him, and then he breaks loose and gets that first down and keeps that drive alive.
He's an athlete. He's hard to tackle, that's for sure. We can get some shots on him later, though.
Yes, we do.
He's a tough son of a gun, too. This number 2, I don't know if people remember this, but the very first play of last year's game is when he got hurt. I think he tore his ACL on the very first play last year, and he looks like he came back pretty strong.
Yeah, he's a senior. Number 3 is a junior. There are a lot of juniors and sophomores. They call a penalty against them for holding. Back them up to the 31-yard line. 3 receivers left. Look at this. He just walks out.
He took a shot there.
That was Brandon Spector with a slobber knocker.
Yeah.
They bring in.
They have to bring another quarterback in. I really thought that was a fumble.
I did too.
It was close.
Yeah.
I'm going to call Mr. Britton. Todd's the head guy there. I'm going to have to give him a hard time.
We take over, or they're going to punt. Once again, I'm surprised that they're punting. It works out good for them this time because the ball dies. And that's our fault because it's got new tall turf. With all the new rubber.
So right now we're struggling with field position. We really can't do a whole lot.
And we're at the 6-yard line, folks.
This is the same play he scored a touchdown on, I believe. He sticks his foot in the ground and gets north and south there for about 4 or 5 yards. And this is a really, really bad decision by Gavin, and he knows that. You know, he's got the option to throwing that ball out there if he likes what he sees, but that was not the time to do that. Throw a screen right here. I tell you, we got a big time play if we get one guy blocked.
One guy.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, Gavin, their DBs played that bubble screen really well. Aaron Hayes, good hang time, kicks it away from the guy. It takes a really good roll, and then we're going to get a penalty against Douglas at the end of this play for.
Yeah, they blocked Tripp in the back there.
Had to pick him up for the Tripp. So that backs him up to the 33-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10. He just keeps digging and digging.
Well, we're playing better defense now. We're catching
Yes.
up to the speed of the game, and we're giving them some different looks.
Well, how many times are we going to run against this offense this year? Once?
Hopefully.
Yeah. And we got to delay a game. And this is where they get into this mode where they're having a brain strain and they're having a hard time getting lined up. Thank goodness. Motion fake, quarterback takes it and he's going to go through the hole. Ooh, there's a solid hit. I think that was Colin Baggett landed with it.
Yeah. I believe they're Owen and Baggett. Owen's number 18 and Baggett's 16.
Yeah.
Time's hard to.
Good rush. Bailey Lester in there, as well as, let's see who was on the bottom. High snap.
I believe we had that one blocked if he hadn't jumped off sides.
We had a lot of people coming. A little better snap gets rid of it. A lot of line drive punts. And then the one chance that Braylon has to catch it, they run over him. So we're going to get a penalty on top of it. Where was this crew from?
They're Northwest Georgia.
Okay.
So we got great field position here. We got to do something with it.
Yeah, it's the first time we've been in their territory all night.
I thought that was a hole from the get-go.
Yeah, I was surprised it took him forever to throw the flag.
Yeah.
Because we saw it up in the press box. I mean, he just yanked on him. Pass interference against them. Motion from left to right. That's the bug. It's just a little bit high.
Yeah. I don't think Gavin was pleased with the way he played. We got some work to do, but he's really got potential, and this is a good throw, good catch here, good blocking on the perimeter. Good job by Braylon taking it to the house.
And he got it to the house quickly. He planted that outside foot. He saw the opening and just accelerated and got it in. So we're on the board first. And this will be Elmer Gutierrez kicking. It'll be Zane McCracken snapping and Peyton Morrow holding. We line up in our tight extra point formation. 14 seconds left in the first quarter. First quarter went pretty quick.
Yes, it did. But that was, you know, it was important to get on the board first versus them for sure.
Yeah, we want this team playing from behind.
Yes, we do.
Because passing is not there. You let them get ahead of you and then they can start milking the clock.
Exactly.
Eduardo Fajardo, toe meets leather. And once again, he boots it over the kid's head and he gets another touchback.
Good job by Eduardo there.
He's got 2 touchbacks this season. We'll take that one. Start him on the 20.
Yep.
Yeah, we're starting to understand what they're doing, blocking the ball. First quarter comes to a close, we'll switch ends, and we have that 7-0 lead.
They caught us in a bad stunt there. Good hustle by Brandon Spector.
Yeah, Brandon hit him hard there going out of bounds. They're down at our territory, 1st and 10 at our 39. And with that offense, as much as they like to go wide, every now and then they got to get it up the middle just to keep you at home. Quarterback rolls to the right. James Prater on him.
Good job by James Prater forcing the issue and then Bailey cleaning up.
He cleaned up. 3 receivers left. Quarterback rolls to the left. And he went right through the wickets. Another punting situation.
We're forcing them to punt again.
They punted a lot. I'm surprised they didn't hit somebody. I thought it was going to take the referee's head off. That's a tough punt to field.
Yeah, it is. I thought that was a pretty good job by Brady. Because if he doesn't stop it, it's going to roll probably down to the 1.
And that's where they've down it. Motion by Peyton Morrow from left to right. Gavin throws it out here and
we get too much pressure there. Good job by Gavin getting rid of it.
He just threw it away, didn't he? Mm-hmm. Give to Zach. Goes over the right guard.
Forward.
Yeah. He's always going forward.
Get about 6, maybe. 3rd down.
Mm-hmm. Freeze him at the line of scrimmage. Just a little bit over 9 minutes left in the first half. There's a nice slant.
Good throw, good catch. Right there by Logan Parker. Good throw by Gavin.
Ran it hard afterwards. I like these jerseys. It's easier to see the numbers.
Yeah, I know. You weren't too happy about my new jerseys.
Hey, wear them at home. I think we'll be all right, but we're never going to get to wear them at home because they're white. But we were just so far away last week.
We're trying to get the ball to Braylon a little bit because he makes plays when he's got the ball. We had a little reverse there.
Give the region folks something to look at. Mm-hmm. They're quick laterally. They go to the ball nice. Brandon was open, but it closed quick. Here we go down the left sideline, and this is the one we were talking about. This is good as a punt.
Yeah, it was. That was a bad read on Gavin's part. We give the wide receiver an option there if he's got him beat.
That was a 3rd down play.
It was.
So they bang it over the left tackle, get a good gain out to the 26-yard line. Here we come with a blitz. Try to slow number 2 down, force him back inside. Good job.
James Prater. Very good.
Yeah, force him in, let pursuit catch him.
James playing a new position. He's moved him to Stinger, and he's getting used to it. Got another delay game.
Back him up 5 yards. Back to the 21. Quarterback rolls to the right, looking for a guy out there. We got pressure on him. Then he ends up throwing it.
That's hard to believe he got a 1st down out of that.
I thought that was a terrible spot, a very charitable spot. And then they didn't measure.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure you were talking about.
I wasn't happy about that. Especially as human as it was, at least measure and give him a little bit of a break.
Yeah. That's nice defense at the point of contact.
Well, we're starting to read our keys very well now. And we're making big plays now.
Starting to hit.
Yes.
Wear them out a little bit. They play a bunch of skill guys both ways. Ooh, just missed it.
Almost. There's Tripp and a lot of black shirts there.
Tripp didn't make the tackle, but he turned him in, and he was taking on a blocker doing that.
Yes.
As you said, he's tough as a pine knot. Another line drive kick. Braylon stops it from running on downfield, and he turns the corner. That's a good job. He turned a bad punt that turned into a decent punt.
Yes, that's
He did a
number
good
5.
return.
That's number 5 making that tackle. He's got some. Finally get John Kell a little bit loose there, and there comes number 4 making a play.
Yes. John Kell has good vision, quick feet.
Yeah, we got to get him the ball a little bit more. He got down on himself after the fumble. We got motion. We've got receivers in the wrong spot there.
That's what I was thinking. Got a wing to the left. We got a timeout by us. We're going to talk this over a little bit.
Thought this was a key play, is the reason I called timeout. We tried to get them to jump. I think it's 3rd and 3 maybe.
Yeah, we got him to jump.
Good run by Zach right here.
He took a hard look at the end, but not before he got
14 again.
Yeah.
14 and 4.
And we just jump off sides.
A little Canadian ball there.
Yeah, we were kidding about that on ESPN showing too much Canadian football. Back us up 5 on illegal procedure. Stands in the pocket. Just missed him.
Almost a good throw, a good catch.
Good pass protection. Zach to the right, a shotgun Gavin. Dropping straight back again. Pump, scrambles, and they catch up with him for a sack back to about the 44-yard line. We're still in their territory. Aaron's going to punt, try to pin him down deep.
Good snap by Tripp.
Yes.
Good coverage. Good job waiting for it to get down about the 7-yard line.
Yeah, just inside that 7. We'll take that. 1:18 left in the first half. And we've got an illegal substitution call. He faked me out. Called it offsides. And he gave the right signal this time.
Yeah, he did. Close, real close to getting safety.
Yes.
I think we had 2 close calls on safety tonight, didn't we?
Yes. Yeah, well, yeah. We'll see it later in the game. They're at the 2-yard line. Low snap. Ooh. That was Brandon coming up.
That wasn't a bad play by Tripp after Brandon missed him.
Right.
Because, if he breaks that tackle, he can go a long way probably. This is 3rd down.
Yes.
We had burned 2 timeouts because we only had 2 left, so we forced them to punt it. We're trying to block this one and almost blocked it, and then Logan bounces off Logan's leg.
They
get the ball, but they got an illegal formation, so we make them punt it again. There's only 7 seconds left.
7 seconds.
11. Make them punt it, and this is where we're going to fair catch it.
At the 27.
And we got an automatic free kick. No, we missed it.
Oh, we missed the free kick, so that we're into the second half.
Oh, here's
No, here it is. Okay, no, we're good.
So what this is, we can line up in a kickoff formation, and if Eduardo kicks it through the uprights, we get 3 points.
Field goal.
Yep. I've been coaching, I think this is my 21st year as a head coach, and I told Eduardo, I said, Eduardo, it's my fault for not practicing him, but, we hadn't done it in 21 years of coaching, so why practice?
Why practice?
But it was an opportunity to get 3 points, and we just missed it.
Exactly. So with the free kick, we still have to run the 7 seconds off the clock, so they do one more snap. They go into a victory formation and down the ball. So the first half comes to a close, and not bad first half.
Well, after looking at the tape, we're not playing terrible. We just got to hold on to the football, and we got to, take advantage of our opportunities when we got it on their side of 50 and we got great field position. We got to get points, and we just didn't do that in the first half.
No, we just didn't capitalize. And like you and I have talked before, the defense is always ahead of the offense at this stage of the season. So you got some wrinkles to work out, but the nice thing, you got a W.
Yeah, we got some work to do. But we talked to them at halftime about, just keep doing what you're doing defensively, you know, we're just not executing on offense. That's the bottom line. And it's not anything with X's and O's. We're just not executing, and that's what we talk to them about.
Folks, you need to sit back and relax. Get in that Barca Lounger. Just stay right there. Get you a Daddy-O's donut. You're going to watch the pride of Georgia's Northland, the best doggone marching band in the land, 290 strong, under the direction of Larry Brown, assisted by Sarah Knapp, and led on the field by Sarah Green. You're going to watch a fantastic halftime show. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.
Entertainment, the 2017 Calhoun Marching Yellow Jackets. The Jackets are under the field direction of drum major Sarah Green. Tonight the band will be playing Eleanor Rigby by the Beatles, Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes. Our percussion section will be featured on Cookie Doodle, and we'll conclude our performance tonight with Christina Aguilera's Show Me How You Burlesque, featuring Logan Rigby as a trumpet solo. The band is directed by Larry Brown and Sarah Knapp. Additional staff members are Tracy Farrell, Major Ed Coach Madison Baker, Assistant Major Ed Coach Robert Melville, percussion instructor, and Meredith Holy, phone drum instructor. And now the pride of Georgia's Northland, the Calhoun Marching Yellow Jackets. Great job, band. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to win some money. If you bought a ticket or split the pot earlier, get your ticket out. The prize tonight is $967 for ticket number 730075. 730075. Yellow. The Marching Yellow Jackets would like to thank our halftime sponsors, Crystal Taverns, The Big Mattress Outlet, Cheeseburger Bobby, Greater Community Bank, North Georgia.
Welcome back to the second half. After that fantastic band show at halftime, I'll tell you what, Larry Brown's band they just put on a show, 290 strong, and they just played their hearts out. Solos, the majorettes put on a fantastic show. It was a great way to get the fans ready and pumped up for the second half. What did you talk with the guys about at halftime?
Just, you know, continue to do what you're doing. Defensively, we're solid, we're playing well. Offensively, we just got to execute, you know, make plays when we need to make them, and make throws when we need to make them, and run your routes the proper depth, and, you know, doing the little things right. And we didn't do a very good job in the second half either, but we did find a way to win the football game.
Conditioning, were you happy where the team was at halftime?
Yeah, we were fine at halftime. You know, we were really surprised that Brandon cramped up, because he was fine at halftime. C.J. Fuller was cramping a little bit at halftime, so, you know, we took care of him at halftime, and then that was about it. But didn't realize that Brandon was going to cramp up and miss a lot of action in the second half.
Kenyon did a pretty good job for his first start at defensive end, which gives Andrew Clements a break to concentrate on offense.
Yes, both of those guys have played well, and Clements gives us a better option at left tackle offensively if Kenyon can continue to play well at defensive end.
We received the opening kickoff, and Braylon just fighting for every yard he can get, so we're going to take over at the 34-yard line to start this second half, 1st and 10. They ran 28 seconds off the clock on that kickoff.
Okay.
No. We snapped that ball, it was 11:32 left in the third quarter, which will be a problem later on that you'll talk about too.
Get about 3 yards on the running play to Zach.
Actually, I gave him 4, so let's make it 2nd and 6. Look at him squeeze it. Look at him. It's like the Tasmanian devil.
He's like a pinball.
Yes.
He takes some bad shots.
Yes, he does. But he gets right up.
Yep.
He was grinning after the game.
Yep.
He came up to me, just grinning ear to ear. Luke Mosley, nice catch, stays in bounds.
We get about 4 there, 3 there.
Sure.
We got trips to the field, try to freeze them a little bit.
Halftime, are you thinking with as many skill guys they got going, maybe we can wear them out a little bit?
Yes, I did think that, sure did. Throw it out here to Tyler. Good run by Tyler. We're close to having big yardage there.
Got a couple decent blocks by his outside guys.
Yep.
Threw that screen just a little bit behind the line of scrimmage there, and it didn't look like it was going to be any good, but it turned out well. Then number 60 picks up the fumble. We had got a nice drive going, and then he motors down the field and gets him 6.
Yeah, that's a backbreaker there. You're wondering, oh Lord, what can go wrong next?
Yeah, that's what starts creeping into your mind. So they line up to kick the extra point. I was kind of thinking they might go for 2 here.
Well, it's, you know,
we block
good
it.
job by our defense there, blocking the PAT, which keeps us in the lead, which was important, really important.
Did you notice how many guys we knocked on their derrieres coming across that line of scrimmage? So they're going to kick off. A little right-footed soccer-style action. Almost like a pooch kick. Zach does a good job going over and fielding this, and then he takes a shot at the end of the play, too. But look at him, he pops up. You got to get a chain in it and winch him out of a game, don't you? Little pump fake, scramble to the left. Get out here. Good look.
That's a great job by Gavin finding the exit guy over there, and Luke Mosley's going to get big yardage.
Yeah, Luke took it right down the sideline. We're into their territory, down to their 41-yard line. That's good check down by Gavin. Kept his poise. Cut it up.
Another good run, good blocking up front by OL. OL's getting better.
The Mac Daddies.
Yeah, the Mac Daddies.
They're doing well. Got this ball out here quick.
Nice job by Braylon getting the first down.
Braylon's quick.
Yes, he is.
There were a lot of quick people out there.
Real happy for him. He's worked hard.
Down to the 30-yard line.
Another good throw and good catch from Gavin to Brandon Spector.
I thought Brandon did a good job of keeping his body in bounds. We're down to 19-yard line where it's 1st and 10. This drive started on a 35. This is looking like the pound and shoot offense.
We just got to get that north and south.
Yeah.
You know, we're trying to bounce everything.
He'll learn.
We got to get it in the end zone right here. We got one guy there, one guy that we just run by.
He didn't block number 4.
Just get a piece of him. We walk in the end zone.
Give the Zach and a good penetration from the weak side.
Good play by number 5.
Yeah.
Number 5's a good football player. Get our sumo set in here.
This is heavy on the right-hand side. We're unbalanced to the right-hand side.
Got what we want right here.
Got a big push.
Good run. Good run getting the first down right there.
Zach spun out of that hit so he could keep going forward. 1st and goal for the Jackets. We're at the 7-yard line. Motion from left to right. Trying to add to this 7-6 lead. In and out of the hands. Wasn't going to get much more than, but we'll take down to the 3.
Yeah. Throw another screen out here. We just got to catch that ball. We walk in the end zone.
Yep. And that, boy, I was scared to death when that ball started bouncing around all their DBs. 3 receivers to the right. Empty the backfield with motion to the right. Roll to the right-hand side. And just kind of threw it away.
Yeah, not a whole lot there.
No, they had pretty good coverage in the
Yes, they
secondary.
did.
Line up for a field goal. 24-yarder from dead center. And Elmer Gutierrez knocks it to the baseball diamond. Little breathing room.
Good job by our field goal team there. Good kick by Elmer. Good snap by Zane. And good hold by Peyton.
And makes them score a touchdown if they want to get ahead of us. Because they're not going to kick a field goal. No. Toe meets leather. Eduardo down to the 5. Up the hash he comes.
Good job by Logan Parker. Really good job.
In the press box, there looked like there was a hole there, and then all of a sudden we closed it.
Yeah. Logan did a good job closing that gap.
He sure did. Shotgun formation. It's just a quarterback run, draw, whatever you want to call it. He's just looking for a hole to squeeze through. That kid with the yellow spats on every now and then, I thought it was a penalty flag on the ground. Give it to number 2. That's their bread and butter. They want to get wide.
Yeah, they got us on the edge there.
But, you know, this offense is going to get you every now and then. Fake to the man in motion.
Good hit. Is that Brandon?
Yes.
Yep.
It's a good thing the runner ducked a little bit. They're up to their 45-yard line. Quarterback fakes to him. Davis Allen gets a hand.
Great job by Davis.
How many times did we rip the helmet off the quarterback?
Yeah. And then they got, his helmet comes off and they got to bring in the other guy. And this is a great coverage by Braylon. Thinks he's got an interception.
Which we really don't want.
Glad he didn't, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But it did hit the ground. I saw it from my angle. It's a good call by the ref.
But the thing I liked about it was the coverage.
Yes, great coverage.
Because the kid he's covering is fast.
Yes.
So they line up the punt, and I'm looking for a 15, 20-yard punt. Ooh, high snap. And we get the short punt. And that guy does us a favor and saves us 8 yards on roll. So we're going to take over 1st and 10 at our own 49-yard line. 3:19 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, it's really disappointing with the field position we had the second half. We didn't get any more points than we got the second half.
Rolling to the right, trying to find a receiver downfield, and the pass is high and out of bounds. Brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 10. Gavin drops straight back.
I don't know what happened to Zach here.
I think he was trying to cramp.
I think he tripped over that yellow jacket. I mean that jackets.
I think the K got him. Jumped up. The turf monsters jumped up and grabbed his ankle. Aaron Hayes in to do the punting. This turns into a really good punt. It takes a right-hand turn.
Watch this very close. I don't know how he says he's got possession in the field of play.
Particularly that far away. If anything, it's laying right next to the goal line or broke the plane.
Yeah.
But he said he had it on the 1. I think the referee got faked out. A little bit of a hole there. Get it out to about the 3, maybe the 4-yard line. Spotted at the 3. Defense is tightening up, Coach. Look at all the gold shirts, or gold hats and black shirts. Getting a little bit of push there against those wide bodies.
Calhoun on somebody.
On this play?
Because they had a 1st down. This one, I think it's when the coach pitched a fit.
Well, I thought they called it illegal procedure. Back it up to the 2.5.
Everybody help.
3rd down again. That's when Coach Cofield did pitch a fit. Ooh, almost got him. And this is where they should have blown. It should have been spotted back between the 1 and the 2. Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah. Well, the rule is if your helmet, and this is hard to teach a teenager, but when your helmet comes off, you're supposed to stop. If you don't, it's supposed to be a penalty. And
Low
that
snap.
kid didn't stop.
No, he didn't. Well, and with the officials got to make the call from where the helmet came off. And I think that's what you were talking to him about, too. We take over on downs. We've got it at their 36. There's a little down and out to Braylon.
Good throw, good catch.
There was 28 seconds left in the quarter when we got this drive started. That one's just a little bit wide right. So it's going to bring up 3rd down from the 31. Scramble, throw it away, and nobody can catch it. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a bad series by the Yellow Jackets.
And we're going to punt this ball. And there's about 4 or 5 seconds left. And it goes into the end zone while it's traveling, and the quarter is going to come to a close. 10-6, 12 minutes left. Flip the ends of the field.
And then power there, power play. There's Dave Stokes making the play.
And Zeke Nance in there also.
There goes Bailey. I really don't know how he got back on this ball.
He did a great hustle play. Now that I look at it on film, I think it was a catch. When I saw it live, I'm not real sure it had been a football move catch afterwards. Now, I know Braylon comes up with this ball, but the officials are going to call that he had possession of it before the dog pile started.
Yeah. I don't know how they can tell who had the ball, to be honest with you.
They took them a while to get there. So they take over, or continue their drive. And here comes the quarterback running a sweep to the left. And he picks up 4 or 5 yards.
That coach is feisty over there.
Yes, he is. They call holding against him, backs him up.
Good job by Bailey. Really good job.
And Owen Williams is in there wanting to finish him off.
We're starting to play with a little bit of intensity.
Yes, we are. Boys are getting fired up. Drops straight back. Throws the ball down the field. over the head of the receiver. And every time you see him throw the ball, you got to be happy.
They call roughing the passer on him.
Yes, he did. It was towards the end of the play.
Yep.
Turf Monsters reached up and grabbed the quarterback, so he goes to the ground. Give to the running back. We're doing a good job of stuffing a hole. There you go.
Thirds, 8. Good job by our defense.
Boy, they're bunched up in there. Fake to the man going to the left. The quarterback pulls it out. It goes back to the right-hand side. And we stop
by
him.
Braylon. 4th down.
Davis in there to finish him off.
4th and about 4, maybe 3. It's a big stop by our defense. It's just 10-6 at this point.
Yes, it is. And we
Who was
do.
that? That was Canyon making that play, I believe.
Yep, down at the bottom. Yeah, I thought he had a pretty good game. Good start
Yes.
for him.
Yep.
We take over on downs. Look at him. Spinning forward, taking on those big guys, falling forward. All 5, 6 of him.
Backside linebacker.
Yeah, he is.
Good play. And get somebody on him.
Came hard down the line of scrimmage. And they jump off sides, and this makes 3rd down a lot more manageable.
Yes, it does.
Because I think it was about 3rd and 8, now it's going to be about 3rd and 3. From the 39-yard line. Freeze them at the line of scrimmage.
We'll try to get them to jump again. And we call timeout because, again, I think this is a critical play in the game.
And there's the timeout call. Just settle everybody down, make sure everybody knows their assignments.
And this was a great, great catch by Luke.
Down the sideline on a streak. Luke high points the ball, goes up. DB sticks his hands in there. Luke loses his lid. Simultaneous catch always goes to the offense. And I was pretty confident. And of course, it felt a whole lot better when that side judge immediately came in there and said that. That was a good catch.
Yeah, it was a great catch.
Gavin put the ball where it could be caught. Okay, just keep those pistons turning.
That's, you know, Zach needs to learn at some point it's okay to fall down.
I don't think you ever teach him that. 2nd down from the 25-yard line after a gain about 1.5, 2 yards.
Full screen out here to
Braylon.
Braylon. Good blocking on the perimeter. Very good job by Josh Hills, number 54.
Get it down to the 11, 1st and 10. Give it to Zach.
This was a good run by Zach. Stick your foot in the ground and go north and south. Very good run.
I almost had to run over the referee there to get that touchdown for Zach. And we've got a 16-6 lead. And we're thinking the extra point's pretty automatic, so we're looking at a 17-6 lead here. But we'll go through the formality of kicking it. Elmer Gutierrez doing the kicking, Peyton holding, and Zane snapping. Don't put up much of a rush, do they?
Nope.
From anywhere. 17-6.
Now we're breathing a little bit easier. 17-6 with just under 5 minutes to go in the game. You know, lo and behold, we can't rest very much. Good kick here by Eduardo. Not bad. Good job by Rucker Reeves, number 17.
I'll tell you what, that took some guts to stick it in there because he had a head of steam, the ball carrier. 1st and 10 at the 32. There's 4:38 left in the half. Throw it over the middle. Good D.
Good job by Peyton. Peyton was about 4 inches taller. He intercepted that one.
You're right. But you know what Dandy Don said.
Nice.
Good pressure. Zeke
Good job by Zeke Nance.
and Bailey Lester forcing him back in. Zeke getting the sack. Backs him up to the 28-yard line. It's 3rd down and long. He throws the ball down the field, and it goes out of bounds. They're going to punt. Put in big number 7, the defensive end. He gets a little hang time. Braylon catches it at the 40. Nice hesitation move. Cross midfield.
I think if he hadn't slipped there, it might have been Might have been a special play.
Got your first down on the punt return, 12-yard return.
All right, we're going to, run the clock out. Just run the football and go to the house with a 17-6 victory. It's that simple.
Well, we took over with 3:26 left in the game, 17-6, as Coach said. We're up.
We get about 3 yards on first down.
Yeah. And then we lose the ball.
Yeah.
57 comes up with a clean.
That's a bad call on the face mask. Good tackle. Good job by Matthew Ralston with the touchdown saving tackle. But
yeah, he saved 6.
That was a bad call.
15-yard penalty against us for grabbing the face mask, so they've got it at our 25, 1st and 10. Gives it to number 2. He goes to the left-hand side for about 4 or 5 yards. Going to be 2nd down from the 21. They run a sweep to the right-hand side, pick up about 8. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from our 13-yard line.
This is a tough situation for the defense. You're
Yes.
thinking you got the ball with 3 minutes to go and the game's over.
Then the next
And
thing
then next thing we know, we got to get back out there and stop them.
from the 25.
Yeah.
Quarterback keeps it, cuts left.
The only play they make it on us.
And that's about the only time he ran free
Yes.
through the middle of the line.
So they're going for 2 here. Let's see if he gets open here.
So they put a wing left, 2 receivers left. Shotgun formation. Quarterback rolls to the left. Number 14 just comes free, the outside receiver. He didn't pick him up, did he?
No.
So the 2-point conversion is good, and right now it's a three-point game, 17-14 with $1:38 left. We didn't think it was going to be like this 2 minutes earlier on the game clock. Onside kick.
I can't remember using the hands team this early in the year.
Yes, and that's that new rule where you can't pound it into
Yep.
the turf to pop it up.
Good job by Davis on the hands team.
Yes. Give it to Zach. Cuts back to the left-hand side after trying to run a sweep or off right tackle. Wing left, 2nd down. They jump off sides. Let's get a 5-yard penalty. So we're going to have 2nd down from their 47. This is a big run right here because they're out of timeouts, Coach.
Good job getting the first down.
And that is going to allow us to run the victory formation.
Best play in football.
Yes, it is. Gavin takes a snap, and we're going to have to snap it one more time because there's about 40 seconds left on the clock, but we let it run. They had a little discrepancy between the game clock and the play clock. They started the play clock too fast. So the Jackets get their opening victory, 17-14, and you'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it. We're going to take a W anytime we can get it. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
They're not easy to come by, and I thought our kids fought through the adversity that we faced tonight and came away with a big victory for us.
Not many times in your coaching career as an assistant or a head coach that you have 4 turnovers and win a game.
Well, it's like I was talking to my brother tonight, and he said, usually if you turn the ball over 4 times, you're going to lose. And
yes.
Especially when the other team don't turn it over any.
None.
So, most that's probably 90% of the time that's going to happen. So, proud of our kids for fighting through it, and that game could have gone the other way pretty easy. But I thought our kids showed a lot of character and a lot of guts and a lot of determination to find a way to win.
We've been fighting the injury bug a little bit here in preseason. How did we come out of this game?
We're okay. We had some people cramp up. Obviously, as hot as it was, we probably knew that was going to happen. But other than that, I don't think we got anybody injured, new injuries. But they're going to be sore in the morning, that's for sure.
There'll be a bunch of players sore in the morning. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back and look at some stingers, plays of the game. You're watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show. Welcome back, Yellow Jacket football fans, and we're going to cover the stingers, the plays of the game. I think we have some 4 or 5 good ones picked out.
Yeah.
So the first one.
This is a big hit by Brandon Spector on the quarterback. You can barely see it, so you've got to look close.
At the bottom of the screen.
Good pressure by our front 3, and we're chasing him, and bam.
Whoa.
Nice hit.
Took his helmet right off of him. We de-lidded him. This is going to be a touchdown pass to Braylon Barton.
Good job showing some speed there. Good blocking on the perimeter on the screen.
And Braylon just planted his foot and got into the end zone. Elmer Gutierrez with a 24-yard field goal.
Nice job by Elmer with the kick.
Right down the pipe. Gave us a little bit of breathing room at that point. Then this is going to be the game-clinching touchdown from Zach Fuller.
Good cut there by Zach to get in the end zone. Nice
Whoop.
job.
Had to get that referee out of the way, that official. Boys are pretty pumped up. And then this is going to be a nice play when they're trying to come back. We get good pressure from the defensive front, the front six.
Great job by Zeke Nance here and Bailey Lester.
I just noticed Zeke got held pretty good. Did you see his jersey go back?
Yep.
So they pulled on him pretty well. Congratulations, 17-14 victory. And like we said, we kept the fans in the seat. We kept first string and a little conditioning, aerobic
it was
workout
definitely
for you.
conditioning, that's for sure. You know, we played a lot of people. We had to roll a lot of people at receiver. We rolled some people at running back, and defense, we played some people. So we'd like to play some more people, to be honest with you. But, you know, it was one of those games where, you know, we were trying to get the W, that's for sure. And, you know, we got some work to do, but, you know, it's easier to work with a W in your back pocket with that rather than an L. So we're excited.
Fairly intense game coming up this Friday at the Reeve.
Yeah, it'll be very intense. I think our kids will be ready to go. It's, you know, it's obviously a big rivalry. There'll be a big crowd here, and you know they got a good football team. You know, people think just because they lost a lot of starters from last year, they're not going to be very good. I got news for you. They're always good, and they're very well coached, and we'll have our hands full. Obviously, if we turn the ball over 4 times, we're going to get beat. I promise you that. So we got to be ready to go.
You and I talked about this. I just hope that there isn't that talk out there that Dalton's down.
Yeah. No, I don't ever consider Dalton down. Now, I do consider they were very, very good last year with a senior-oriented group, but you know they still got some very good players. The quarterback decided to come back, so he's coming back, and you know they're a very good football team, and we'll have our hands full.
Yeah, it'll be a very good game. There'll be a big crowd here, so get here early and root the Yellow Jackets on to victory. We came out of it, as you said, pretty healthy, just some cramping.
Yeah, just some cramping, and you know, John Kell will have an X-ray on his hand in the morning. Hopefully, nothing serious. But you know, other than that, I think we're okay.
If you'd like to watch the Boys of Fall, you can watch anytime you want. Just go to CalhounTDClub.com and pull it up. You can watch it anytime you want this coming week. Just sit back and enjoy another exciting victory by the Yellow Jackets. We'd like to thank our director, Louis Reyes, our audio, Will Bryant and Grant Lewis, and our producer, Manuel Fitz and Phoebe Jude. Once again, congratulations, and let's do it again next week.
See you next week, Dave.
See you next week. You've been watching the Coach Hal Lamb Show.